Good, happy Friday morning and happy TGIF, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, we're following some breaking news. Portion of Route 3 in Hooksett closed after crash. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR.
Once you reach a certain level of ability and competence, then the next question is, well, do you like that person? If you're going to have.
Breaking right now, a cyclist is in the hospital after they were hit by a car in Hooksett. Right now, Route 3 South near the Exit 9 ramp is closed. And these are live pictures as police investigate the crash. Authorities expect the road will reopen in the next hour. You can see the bicycle on the side of the road there. Of course, please do stay with WMUR and WMUR.com for the very latest on this story as it comes into our newsroom.
Okay, and there you go on that report. We will keep you updated as we get more information. Also following some more breaking news as well, New Hampshire Attorney General launches investigation of St. Paul's School. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Jean Mackin.
Bite into Magnum Double Caramel.
The Attorney General says the focus of the criminal investigation is whether the prestigious prep school in Concord engaged in conduct constituting endangering the welfare of a child and obstructing governmental operations of the criminal code. The Attorney General says the investigation was initiated as a result of an independent 2017 report requested by St. Paul's School detailing allegations of sexual assaults by teachers on their students decades ago, and news of the sexual conquest ritual known as the Senior Salute, which gained national attention during Owen Labree's 2015 trial. He was convicted of misdemeanor sexual assault on a younger female student. He's appealing part of his conviction to the state Supreme Court. The Attorney General says accusations of a similar ritual reported last month also led to this investigation. The New Hampshire Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence says St. Paul's School needs to reevaluate its practices.
It is necessary for St. Paul's to go beyond their own walls to truly fix this problem. It's imperative that an objective third party be used to facilitate prevention education.
St. Paul's School released a statement tonight saying it will continue to fully cooperate, saying, "Our goal is and always will be the health, safety, and well-being of our students. We will work tirelessly to meet the goal and strengthen the public's faith in St. Paul's School." And the Attorney General says he's also confident that the school will fully cooperate, and tonight urged anyone with information regarding possible criminal conduct at the school to contact the office here. Live in Concord tonight, Jean Mackin, WMUR News 9.
And the Attorney General says that independent report commissioned by St. Paul's and released in May helped lead to this criminal investigation. A Boston law firm looked at a 40-year period from 1948 to 1988 and allegations involving 34 employees of the school. Now, that investigation found that 13 school employees committed sexual misconduct. 12 of them were men. 21 other claims were less clear, and 11 of those were deemed unsubstantiated. The investigation also found the school was willing to overlook alleged sexual misconduct if the accused teacher left.
Okay, and there you go on that breaking news story as well. Human remains found behind home with ties to murder of police chief. Let's take a listen to this video from WCVB Boston.
Freedom awaits you this summer. Find your perfect vehicle by guiding yourself to a Jeep dealer to check out the official vehicles of summer.
After 8 tonight, the medical examiner's office pulled up to the house on Maple Crest Drive, where state police and FBI had been digging behind a shed in the backyard since early morning.
As a result of the execution of the search warrant, what appear to be human remains have been discovered. An autopsy will be conducted and identification of the remains will be attempted during that process.
It's been a 37-year search for New England mobster associate Donald Webb, wanted for the murder of Gregory Adams, the Saxonburg, Pennsylvania police chief who was murdered in 1980. The current chief made the 11-hour drive to be here.
Obviously, you were looking for Mr. Webb. Is that fair to say?
I wouldn't comment on that. I said that was part of this investigation.
The house is owned by Webb's ex-wife Lillian, who neighbors say hasn't been seen for days. Last month, the FBI found a hidden room in the home with a cane inside that may have belonged to Webb. A neighbor says he's seen the feds at the house a number of times in the past months.
Any idea how long the remains have been there?
At this point, no.
Officials tonight say the investigation is ongoing. They're not saying what condition the remains were found in or how long they had been buried there.
At this point, you're characterized as a body. What appear to be human remains have been discovered. There's a process that's followed in order to identify them and determine the manner and cause of death.
A body found but no positive ID reports at the time alleged that Webb gunned down that police chief while he was planning to rob a jewelry store. The DA tonight not saying if Webb's ex-wife now faces any charges.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Former House Speaker Mark Evans announces run for governor. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 Morgan Sterven.
Super cool notebook.
Done. That's Mom taking care of business. But who takes care of Mom? Office Depot Office Max. This week, get this ream of paper.
Build a better Maine, one family at a time, and that is why I am running for governor.
Former House Speaker Mark Eves invited family and friends to his home in North Berwick to announce he's running for governor. Joking about going up against Governor LePage in the past.
I'm not Governor LePage's favorite person.
And talking about how he will improve Maine.
I think our state has a lot of opportunity, and people are really frustrated about the fact that they don't have an economy that's working for them.
I like Mark. I like his family. He's a good guy. I've worked with him in the legislature.
Maine Attorney General Janet Mills also recently announcing her candidacy and how she will approach being the governor, like she's been fighting to help lead the state out of the drug epidemic, like with the distribution of Narcan.
We've given it out to 55 law enforcement agencies, and as of last weekend, we have saved 208 lives. That's the way I solve problems, one person at a time, one life at a time.
Democrat Betsy Sweet also running for governor, welcoming Eves to the race.
I am excited that there is such a large number of very qualified people who are interested in serving Maine people. Mark is certainly one of them.
I'm not surprised, but that is not the direction that this state needs to head.
Former Health and Human Services Commissioner Republican Mary Mayhew saying Eves is not what Maine needs right now.
I am determined to set Maine in a very different direction. And Mark Eves and Janet Mills, they have been part of growing government at the expense of individuals and families and businesses in this state.
In meantime, Maine GOP Executive Director Jason Savage releasing a statement tonight saying, quote, Mark Eves' crony comeback must be stopped. The Maine GOP will be ready for that fight. Live in the studio tonight, Morgan Sturdivant, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And also, if you live in the Maine area, We want to hear from you. Let us know what you think about this governor race. Japan wants a massive trade deal without the U.S., but these countries stand in its way. As the 11 remaining Trans-Pacific Partnership countries continue to talk without Washington this week, Century member states now need convention to stay on board with the massive trade deal. No longer the world's largest trade deal, parked after President Donald Trump's decision to withdraw the U.S. earlier this year. The TPP remains alive for now. Its surviving participants have agreed to forge ahead without Washington, with the goal of completing preparatory work for a treaty by November, as agreed upon in May. Person of interest in case of 4 missing Pennsylvania men confesses to murders, attorney says. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
The roles you play in life are part of what make you, you. And you're not going to let anything keep you sidelined. That's why you drink Ensure with nutritious calories, 9 grams of protein, and 26 vitamins and minerals. Giving you the strength and energy to get back to doing what you love. From the #1 doctor-recommended brand, Ensure, always be you.
What appears to be a quadruple homicide rocking a Pennsylvania suburb. Police have been searching for 4 young men mysteriously gone missing, 2 of them last seen together. But tonight the mystery appears to have been solved after a shocking discovery on a farm that led to one man's confession. Here's ABC's Eva Pilgrim.
What do you have to say to these families?
Tonight, a stunning admission ending a more than week-long mystery in Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
Mr. Bernardo this evening confessed to the district attorney. He confessed to his participation or commission in the murders of 4 young men.
The defense attorney for 20-year-old Cosmo DiNardo speaking to cameras outside the courthouse, saying his client spared the death penalty in exchange for his confession to the district attorney.
When you say 4 young men, you mean the 4 young men who were innocent?
Yes.
Since last week, local and federal investigators have been scouring the suburban Philadelphia community in search of 4 young men who vanished.
We negotiated this.
Okay, and there you go on that report. In that video, the person of interest named in the disappearance of 4 Pennsylvania men, Cosmo DiNardo, has confessed to their murders. One of his defense attorneys, Paul Lang, told reporters late Thursday afternoon. DiNardo told authorities the location of the 4 bodies, Lang said, adding that in exchange for the full confession, the district attorney's office promised that the death penalty would not be sought. Lang said the motive for the murders will come out in time. And that did it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday. See you back here later on today. Bye, everyone.